Welcome back to Westbridge Hills 22. I am Black Hat FS, and this is our user machine new challenge. We are back on Westbridge Hills, and for once we have a clear, I was going to say courtyard, but dealership yard. Can't pick that up to make it totally clear. That is because our direct drill we've took to the field, to our newest field, to start with that. But we've also added precision farming. So the first thing that we need to do before we do anything is hire the scout. Where is it? We need to hire this. So 867. We've got our tractor here ready. Didn't think it'd be all over there. Didn't even think, because we've had that header there for so long. They normally spawn further over. Right, here we go. So yeah, precision farming's on. I said I was going to wait, didn't I, until our barley field was up, but then I thought our newer field is actually much bigger. So if we do have to take a hit on one of them, then I'd rather take a hit on our original field than on our newest one. So yeah, that's why we're doing it now. And plus, I just really like precision farming. I wanted to get it on. Why not just do it now? I'm not sure whether the episode you've just watched is, or the last episode I've put out, whether it was Westbridge or No Man's Land. I'm not sure, sort of timing wise, I'm not sure where I'm at the minute, because I've recorded a few. So with regards to our bales, you're just being really impatient, aren't you? They're something like 30% fermented at the minute. So probably another 2 days left on them. I don't think we spoke about it when I came back in the last video. That John Deere, the mower, is really good, however totally not suitable. It's just the fields are too big. 4.5 meters mowing width is just too small. So I don't think we'll be seeing that again. I wanted to try. I mean, I even said to Now at the time that I thought it was going to be too small, but because I hadn't used it in FS22 yet, I just wanted to give it a go, and we did, and I'm sure it'll come back up in another series. I think even at the minute, like I was saying, I think it would be too small for No Man's Land as well, which is a shame, because earlier on in No Man's Land it would have been absolutely ideal. Right, let's try and get these. Oh, for the direct drill, we've actually spent £5 on seed. It's one of the silos at our farm. You have to buy the seed for, and the cheapest one was about, I'm sure it was about £5 for however many thousand litres. I can't remember how many it was. So yeah, we've got plenty of seed for now. This is going to take ages, isn't it? I remember, and I didn't even play the map either. Oh, I didn't play it for very long. I remember putting precision farming on Welker Farms on FS19, and like I said, I wasn't on it long at all, but one of the fields, in fact they were just all huge fields when on Welker Farms, and I remember doing this with the scout on one of them fields, and it was, oh my god, it must have took us hours and hours and hours, because the fields were just that big. And I'm sure when it comes to, say if we do get the field in front of us, which I think is field 9, it's going to be exactly the same, innit? I always think it's such a weird shape to have, you know, as I know it's a circle, and it's probably a circle for a reason, but it's just such a daft shape to have when you're trying to cover a large space, because you just overlap the whole time, don't you? I'm looking forward to having precision farming. It's going to add something different, and I know you get, which I still haven't had in No Man's Land yet, but to be fair, we haven't had PF on No Man's Land for that long, and we don't tend to sell the crops either. But I haven't yet had any sort of bonuses or anything like that for having PF on it, which I don't even know if we'll get on this, because are we just going to sell the crop straight away on this one? I'm not sure. Right. I mean, yeah, there's another 3 rows of that. What I'm going to do, I'll go off, I'll get some more of these done, and we'll come back when I think we're a bit close to the end. Last couple to do. I haven't got the menu up, so I don't know how much it's going to cost us. I don't know how many we've took. I mean, it's been a good few, hasn't it? Is it 4 rows we've done of it? Will I get all this? No, I'll need another 2 more, I think. And then we'll get seeding straight away, I think. Or we could bring a fertiliser over and put 1 load of fertiliser on it first. I actually don't even know what we're going to put in here. I haven't even thought about it, to be brutally honest. Right, let's get them sent. Does it come up with a price only once it comes back? It's going to be a couple of grand, isn't it? Thought it'd have been back by now. Turn that off. Still nothing. I thought it comes back pretty much straight away. Feels like it does on No Man's Land. I wonder if that's... let's just speed this up a little bit. There we go, 3.5 grand. It's cost 3.5 grand. Right, so it's only been on contract, but we've done a contract this month anyway, so we won't be doing another one. Right, so we've got loam, a lot of loam and a lot of sandy loam. That is good, isn't it? Oh, it's going to need pH level. I never even thought about the pH level. It's going to need that doing before I can seed it, isn't it? How on earth have I ended up over here? Right, I'm going to tab back. I'm going to bring the tractor down, get that full of lime, and we will get the field prepared. Right, we've got the lime spreader. We should have enough. I mean, it's like 19,000 litres. I just don't... I'm not sure where it's going to actually spread to. Right, so a little bit further over. What I intend to do is, we're going to get a time lapse on. We'll get a time lapse while we're spreading this. We'll go up and get the fertiliser spreader, the self-propelled spreader. We'll use that, and then we'll get seed in the ground as well. And we'll get the majority of that done over the time lapse, and then maybe get a couple of other things done as well. Just sort of little bits that need doing around the farm, I think that would be the best way to approach it. Otherwise, I mean, getting a field like this turned around for, well, not even with precision farming, but even without precision farming, it ends up being like a really long video if you try to do it all in one. So we'll have tactical time lapses, or probably just one, and we'll jump through it. I think that'll be the best way of doing it. A bit like we did with the, well, we do it all the time, don't we? I was going to say a bit like we did with the grass work in the last one. Do you know what? We might not have enough lime. I didn't expect that. God, I hate articulated tractors. Right, let's get this time lapse on. Like I said, it'll be some of this. It will be the spraying, and then it'll be the seeding with the direct drill. Still not sure what crop I'm going to put in yet. I'll have to make that decision while we're going about it. But I don't know. We'll get it done. We'll come back, and like I said, a few other things to do as well. So this is the last bit of seeding we need to do. You'll have seen through the time lapse. We've got lime down on it. We've put fertilizer down on it, and then we've got what's going to be an oat crop. The reason I've gone for oats, I was having a look through, and oats is, other than, is it on par with sorghum maybe? I think oats is the quickest sort of turnaround at 4 months, and the highest price I think is in December, so I wanted sort of up and harvested before the highest price comes in. So that's why I've gone with that. And obviously we'll get the straw from it as well, won't we? So we win both ways really. It still needs rolling, which we'll look to do. However, what I might do is I might go down to our farm. I know our chickens definitely need feeding. We might go down and do that, and then I might finish on us rolling the field. And I might even get this episode below half an hour, which would be a rarity. There's our roller. They're just ready to go. £2 grand I think we've had to pay to hire that. It was a decent amount of money. Right, try and stop going on there. Right, does it give us... We need to get these two fields analysed as well. We'll have to do that. In fact, while we go down, I might actually... What I might do is... If I go back, I might put this roller on a worker, and then drive down. In fact, that's what I will do. Just get back on this, and then at least I can take a bit of equipment down with us as well. The seed of our the lime spreader. Right, we'll get this headland done first. There we go. With this now, once this is done, we should only have to do one more application of fertilizer, I would hope. However, I went on here, it says nitrogen, and it's like, it looks like it should be good, but when you actually walk around on the field, it says that it's bad, and I don't understand. I don't know if I need one of them machines, one of them sensors that you can get and fit on. It won't be the front of this tractor, but on front of a different one. On front, in front, or on the front. On the front, that's what I meant to say. So that's something we'll have to look into. Tell you what else was weird as well. When I was doing the lineman, I did have to go back and put some more in because we ran out. So I went back to the lime station, and it was like there was an invisible barrier. It just wouldn't let us through. I even came out of the game, like saved it, came out of it, and went back into the game, and it wouldn't let us go through for some reason. It was like something was stopping us. So I don't know what's happened there, because within the same save, I filled it. So I don't know. Right, we'll get that worker on, doing the rolling. See there, nitrogen bad. So I don't know. Expected yield 95%. That's another thing as well. When I was on a different bit, it had like expected yield 125%, and we were at 100% expected yield. I don't know. I don't know why that's changed. Still getting to grips, obviously, with precision farming. So, right, we'll take the seeder down. It might. I say that I don't know how much is in there. We'll take the seeder anyway, because then it won't get in the way. I had to buy seed as well. Oh, that was close. Yeah, from our silo, I had to spend about 5 grand on 6 grand on seed. So I mean, we're well down on money, to be honest, aren't we? If you look, 33.5 grand. We will have a look on there. I mean, vehicle leasing costs always hurts us, doesn't it, on this series? There's nothing we can do about that. I mean, it's 10 grand's worth on this one. We are in the second of March, like, so that does take up everything that we spent in the last episode as well. Right, what else have we got? Ah, it's just under miscellaneous. It's like 9 grand's worth of miscellaneous. We've also got worker fees for the last 2 days as well, which were considerable. But I mean, within that, a lot of that was for the contract we did, because we just, as we were doing the work on our grass field, we just let the worker crack on with the contract that we did, so there's nothing we could really do about that. Nothing there for us. Trying to think of what sort of what we want to do next, what sort of production we want to do next. We've got a load of barley, like tons of barley. There's no way we're going to get through all that with bread, so maybe do something with that. We've got some soybean, haven't we? I'm sure it's soybean. Yeah, we've got some soybean. We're about to have some oats as well, so I don't know, we'll see. I mean, if we can get a decent contract in the next in-game month, we're going to sell our silage. We'll probably be able to afford whichever one we want. We just need to decide what that's going to be. I don't think we'll be able to get enough for a new field anytime soon. But I don't know. That all this fertilizer as well, we'll need to use up. I know we've got the sprayer now, but there's no point in having all that fertilizer and whatever's left in the silo as well and not use it. So yep, all that solid fertilizer we'll have to use. Right, get this put in, and where do we want to get? We want to get a bucket full of either barley or wheat. That's what we want. I might as well use the wheat up because we've got 3 grand's worth of that. Right. Oh, yeah, I never thought that one through, did I? Tell you what, let's go and get the weight on the back of here. See what that'll do. Right, that should be alright. Was this weight, I'm going off memory, but was it 2.5 ton? Is that what we got? Or am I thinking of the one on No Man's Land? I don't actually know whereabouts this is needed because I've never fed the chickens as yet. I think it's going to be around the other side, around the back. And we've got that wool there as well. I wonder if it's in there. Let's just pop that on. Still no good. Ah, because I popped the wrong one on. There we go. Still doesn't seem to have helped. Oh, that must be it there. Yeah, it is. Right, how much is that? I'll tell you what, we'll take this off first, so I don't forget. How much does that give them? Probably about a quarter. Those eggs are getting full as well. Let's have a look, see what... Yep, they could do with another one. So, we'll break into our here, and I think that will pretty much be this episode for today. We'll use our telehandler for the first time. Like I said, never even used this brand before. Didn't even know they were in the game. I don't know if it's a mod, I don't know if it's a... Let's have a look. No, it's not a mod. I've turned that I've turned the indicators off and I don't even know where this goes. I'm gonna guess we'll guess here. I was wrong, obviously. I mean, I wasn't too wrong. Oh, it took it. There we go. So I'll just leave it. Right, it's 5:20. I'm gonna go on and finish that rolling for our new oat field. So at the minute we've got oats in, we've got barley in. Let's have a look, see how long it'll take for this barley to finish. Feels like it's been ages. I can't actually remember when we planted. It's 6 months, isn't it, for barley? So surely it can't be too far away. Wait, there we go. I'm looking at the wrong field. It's not. Next month this will be ready, so we're going to need a combine again because we ain't got one. So that'll be ready. We need to fertilise that. Yeah, 64% expected. So we just we've got no choice, have we? We're just going to take the hit on that one, which is a shame, but we'll have to do it, and then we'll get it all prepared properly, and we'll do the same with the grass over there. But that's where we're going to leave it. I feel like we've spent an absolute ton this month, but there's things we've had to, I suppose it's sort of setting up, isn't it? So money on new vehicles, money on leasing, wage payments, and we got that one contract done. Yeah, we need that money to start coming in. We need that silage to get done. We need a few things, I think. But we'll leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.